Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Enlightenment and Awareness Academy teachers and students, and to those of you that are watching on my Tina Wolf page. Hello, hello. Make sure that you come on over and you join Enlightenment and Awareness Academy group. We're waiting for you. So come and join us and get some of this knowledge and share some of your knowledge as well. You guys, this morning I have pulled out my Wild Quan Yin Oracle deck, which I have not pulled out in quite some time, but I feel like it's time for her to just start coming on back out. So I've selected today a chapter that called to me. So I'm going to read the excerpts, and because I have taught myself this lesson, normally what will happen when I read a book, I will underline it. Or I will highlight it. And then that way, when I go back to the chapter, I just read those portions that are underlined and take that as the message of the day. So today, this message is from Quan Yin for me. It's kind of like a reminder. Okay. So I'm going to read this portion today. I'm going to give my disclaimer, and my name is Tina Wolf. Bookwithtina.com is my website. If you want a one-on-one intuitive reading, I got you. You need crystals and stones, I got you. Let me rock your world, baby. I got you. Okay. During the reading, I may understand, you may not. You may understand, I may not. We both may understand during the reading, or we both may not understand during the reading. I'm going to ask that you respect my perspective, and I will also respect your perspective as well. If the message that you are receiving is different from the one that I am providing, it is quite all right. Please share the message, because it may be for me or it may be for someone else. Okay. Please do not use these readings as a form of therapy or advice. You've been blessed with the gift of discernment. So take the information you need and throw the rest away. Good morning, Tarisha. Good morning, Shamita. Good morning, Leah. Good morning. All right. So here we go. Today it reads from the Quan Yin. It's titled, Her Joy Overcomes Gravity. Her Joy Overcomes Gravity. Now, I'm only going to read the underlined portion. Well, I'm going to read the italicized portion and the underlined portion. Please take whatever message that you get from it. Here is the card that goes along in alignment. Okay. This is the card that goes in alignment with today's reading from Quan Yin. Okay. This is just so for what you guys have so you can see it. All right. Let me take my glass off so I can read. There's a joy when you trust in my invisible vast presence, into which it is safe to fall. The word safe came up today. You guys, if you're listening, give your definition of safe. Please share what your definition of safe is today. It is another part of the lesson. Earlier on another video, I spoke about anxiety, how to get past that, and some tips and some things like that. So I want you to share your definition of safe today. Okay. With surrender into my care, that which was heavy becomes weightless, without force or effort. You shall be sustained in the field of my grace, which captures your spirit in an uplifting current. Your soul shall rise and soar as if lifted by holy winds across the plains. Okay. I want to give you the definition of the word wind in the metaphysical sense and the metaphysical meaning. Okay. In the metaphysical sense and metaphysical meaning of the word wind, basically it is a force that comes from within you. And I kind of think of it like a mini tornado. It's a force that comes within you from the inside when you have made the decision that in your life, I'm going to clean up all these things, take all this energy that is no longer serving me from all parts of your body, envisioning that tornado from inside, gathering all this stuff you no longer need that is no longer serving you a purpose, and then you are expelling it outward and sending that energy back out into where it goes. So when I think of the wind, I think of a cleansing and a clearing of the mind and the body and the spirit internally. That internal tornado that clears like everything out. Leah says safe to her means peace and security. If you're just tuning in, I want you to give me your definition of what safe is. Good morning, Bernita. Good morning, Cedric. Roger, Jeff, good morning. So give your definition of what safe is, okay? Good morning, Keith. Hey, Naya Boo, give me your definition of safe. You know how we do it in Enlightenment and Awareness Academy. So now I'm just going to read the underlying portions from Quan Yin, okay? And it states there's, oh no, I'm still reading this part, my bad. You shall be enchanted by the lightness of your spirit, free, experiencing all and holding on to nothing. In other words, when we have that internal wind, right? The metaphysical meaning of wind, when we have that internal wind, it does lighten up our load because we are getting rid of those things that no longer serve us a purpose. So now we are free to have experiences and not hold on to them. What happens typically, especially if you are severely empathic, is you will have an unpleasant experience and you will hold on to that sucker for dear life. And then anytime something comes into your space that is similarly familiar with it, you hold on to it and you hold that new experience hostage to an old experience that no longer serves you a purpose. Now, that's not fair because you don't want to be held hostage to something that you've gotten over and that you've learned from, right? You don't need a constant reminder, but what you do learn is the coping skills and the coping mechanisms that say, you know what, last time I had this unpleasant experience, this is what I did, so let's keep moving forward. So you're free from unpleasant experiences at that point. And you're free to have new experiences and decide if they're going to be pleasant or unpleasant experiences in your life. Okay? And that's hence the part holding on to nothing. So going forward, holding on to those experiences that are keen and important to your life and helping you to move forward and giving you your life purpose, as opposed to having those that no longer are serving you a purpose. So learning how to hold on to the great experiences and release those that are unpleasant, no longer serving you any purpose. You are to become one with me, upended clumsily or with grace, whatever shall best serve to topple you into my joyful play. There is nothing so heavy that my joy cannot lighten. Even the most cumbersome of burdens shall become light as a feather as you join me in the field of spiritual grace. And so what Quan Yin is saying here is, if you decide to heed my knowledge and take this wisdom that I am giving to you, that I am handing to you, even when you bump your head or you fall and you have these challenges, even when you go through these experiences, I'm going to be here for you and I'm going to show you how to get through it. But you got to listen, and you can't hold on to those unpleasant experiences. You got to only hold on to these good ones, and the unpleasant experiences take the lessons so we can move forward. And I'm here to help you. All you got to do is call on me and ask, hey, Quan Yin, what's up, girl? You my homie. Come help me. Okay. Now, we're going to read all the portions that I just underlined, okay? Because this is the meat of what you need today, okay? Let's see what we got here. Naya says, good morning. Currently taking notes and finding out what the definition of safe. Okay, thank you. So for those of you that have not given me your definition of safe, I'm going to encourage you to give me the definition of safe right now. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Rodney. So yes, you guys, give me your definition of safe today. Safe is the word of the week. I feel like Pee Wee Herman. Safe. Ah! Remember, whenever you would say that word, it's like, bringing forward consciousness, right, to people that are saying the word safe. Don't be surprised if you hear this word 3 or 4 more times this week from somebody, and it's going to draw your attention. You're going to start drawing in safe experiences once you truly define it, okay? So here we go. There is something you're daring to dream of, a hope in your heart for a miraculous healing, a birth, a manifestation, a creation, something you wish to become. Now remember, birth is not just, I got this baby out of my vagina, out of my vajayjay. Okay. So men that you're watching birth, and women that are watching birth, just means creation. It means you're in the lab. That's what it means. It means you're in the lab and you're creating, right? That's what it means, okay? Or perhaps you worry you've bitten off more than you can chew. It's too heavy a load, too big a dream for you to bring to life. Now, I know recently for me, for the last week, I've been working on getting everything organized because I see how everything's coming into play. And at first I was like, I can't see how to climb the mountain. And then I had to realize I'm going to climb the mountain one step at a time. That's how I'm going to climb the mountain, one step at a time. Perhaps you are simply at a challenging time in life, irrespective of whether or not you have a clear vision. You have a clear vision for another future ahead. You may feel frightened or just simply need reassurance what your labors through darkness, the battles you are fighting, shall not be the end of you. So in other words, you're getting ready to go through, or maybe you're going through and experiencing right now that you're having a moment of, how in the hell am I going to get through this? And you're doubting that you have the skills, the knowledge, and the capabilities to be able to do it. But she's like, I know you may be having this feeling, but it's okay. I wrote a note down here that says, what is hope? Right? What is hope? And just a couple days ago, I did a video and I asked the same question. I said, what is hope? What is your definition of hope? Okay. So think about that. What is your definition of hope? Pee-wee was so much fun. Yes, he was so much fun. All right. We're going to keep reading. When you come to a point in your journey where there seems to be more to lift than you can carry, then it's time to stop trying to bear the load and allow it to be lifted off of you. At the edge of what our own efforts can deliver, there can be anxiety, fear, or doubt. Now, I just did a video on anxiety this morning, so if you haven't had a chance to watch it, take some time out to watch it. So, this is in alignment. We may try to hold on and control the situation instead, yet what will bring us to the next level of attainment is quite the opposite. There's that good old word control, right? A lot of people say, I like to control stuff. Control just means to be able to have influence and power over. Okay. So if you don't have influence or power over someone, something, or a situation, you are only draining yourself. Okay. So message. The message of the Oracle of Her Joy Overcomes Gravity is to take an approach based on wisdom rather than force. Stop pushing and creating more resistance. It is not necessary for your freedom and success. Life can be challenging enough, except there is a field of grace that wants to help you when you have pushed yourself beyond your limits, or for some reason, despite your best intentions, you cannot help yourself through whatever you are facing. You are not being asked to give up your responsibility for your life. You are being asked to take responsibility for all your resources, for all the means available to you to bring your dreams to life. This means acknowledging and allowing for divine assistance. In other words, you ain't got to do everything by yourself, Craig. You ain't got to lie to kick it, Craig. It's okay to acknowledge and say that you need help. And once you do that, you immediately remove the burden from your life, from yourself, because now you are allowing that divine intervention to take place. Okay. Or as some people say, an analogy would be, Jesus, take the wheel. People say it all the time. And what they're saying is, you know what? I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not giving up on the situation, but I am throwing my hands up and saying, you know what? I know I can't handle this by myself, and I know that I'm not alone, but you know what? I'm going to allow the opportunity to come to me, and I'm going to stop trying to force it to happen. You see? Okay. Take your mind off of things. See to your needs, particularly your need for relaxation and play. I immediately saw myself going into my Zen mode of I went into my Zen mode of let me relax, yoga style, meditate. For me, that's what I saw, right? Okay, because I know after a yoga class, I'm really in a grounded and fully aware space. It says this will assist you in shifting your focus away from troubles and into a more receptive state where solutions can manifest. So when you're at a space of relaxation, it allows you to open up your mind and allows you to think freely, and it allows you to put yourself in a position of power to be able to create and to be able to come up with solutions. Okay. Smooth King says, thanks, blessings, and respect. You are welcome. Hey, Janice. Hey, Smooth. Hey, Tomathan. Hey, hey, hey. So here we go, right? So let's continue to read, shall we? All right. All right. It says, this oracle card tells you that it is possible that you must have faith and let go. Now, we've already, if you've listened to some of my teachings, you know that my definition of faith is belief in oneself and knowing that everything is going to be okay. Or if you have a religious belief or something outside of that, then faith to you may mean belief in oneself and knowing everything is going to be okay, including my higher power. Okay. And then the letting go, to me, the definition of letting go, it is the ability to be able to see a situation or a person as it is, learning that lesson from that person or the situation, and not repeating it. That's how you let it go. Okay. You don't keep bringing that unpleasant experience into your new environment, which I've been speaking on changing your environment. And some people, changing your environment means let me get up and move from Dallas to Austin or from Dallas to Atlanta. That could be one way to change your environment. But the immediate way, especially if you're not looking to change states and locations, to change your environment is to change. You may not be able to change the people, but you can change what is around you. And then there was a motivational video that I watched, and inside of that motivational video, he spoke of how he categorized people. You know how you can have some people that are really good at one thing, but they suck at something else? Like you may have a person, he may be a thief on one end, and I'm over exaggerating, but he may be a thief and he steals things on one side, but he really has a great business knowledge. Okay, so I can't be friends with you on the thief end, but I am going to take your business knowledge. Okay. Then you may have a friend that's really great at running, but their spirituality doesn't match yours. But if you need to run, who are you going to go to? You're going to go to the person that knows how to run, who knows how to train, who knows how to do those things. This is why we hire people and bring people into our lives to do things. When you go to the gym and you work out and you're trying to achieve a certain goal, you can either do it on your own or you can hire a professional, a personal trainer that's going to say, you know what, you're going to do A, B, C, and D. And just because the personal trainer can show you how to do A, B, C, and D and how to get your body together doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to show you how to get your mind together. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it says. P said, aha, finally caught you live. Good morning. Hey, Peace, good morning. Good morning. Naya has it. Good morning, CC Hermosa. Naya says, my definition of safe is when I mentally feel safe and secure in and around my spirit, along with my physical body. The space around me must be still and at peace while I mentally and physically feel secure. Bam, that's it. Anybody else, if you've got what your definition of safe is, I want you to share what your definition of safe is. Okay. Good morning, Kimya. Share that. Okay. So now let's continue to read. And that's a great one to start bringing into your environment and atmosphere, Naya. So thank you for sharing. All right. So we're going to read, and it says, know that however your life unfolds, you can afford to seek simple joy, appreciation, and gratitude. Gratitude is another word for the week, okay? For simple pleasures throughout your day as you are held in the lightning grace of the Divine Mother. Okay, now, lightning, when you think about the aspect of in a storm, you see that light before the boom comes, right? You see that lightning. In tarot card decks, whenever you see lightning in a card, what it represents is I'm bringing you light so that you can see the shit as it is, even in the midst of your darkness. So if you feel like you're in a heavy place, you're in a heavy location and you're in a heavy environment, heavy situation, or you're around heavy ass people and the lightning strikes, it's not because the boom necessarily is going to come, because even when you see the lightning, the boom don't always come. You never know when the boom is going to come. But if you're smart, when that lightning hits and bam, that light shines and you're able to see for that moment everything that is going on around you, you can use the wisdom and knowledge to be able to say, I see things for what they are. I'm not going to pretend that I don't see it. I'm going to fix it. And then I'm going to move forward with my life. I'm no longer going to allow those unpleasant experiences that I see in front of me to happen over and over again and then become a victim, because I am not a victim, right? Ooh, that was nice. I like that, how that came out. That came out nice and flowy. I like it. Okay. So, what'd you say? You sorry about, don't apologize for the paragraph. It's everything you feel and everything that you assign. So never apologize for how you feel. Continue to trust you and trust what you're feeling. And by you sharing that definition, and this is so crucial. And this is where I want you to, don't apologize. Be unapologetic on this topic, because you sharing this is helping somebody, Naya. Your definition is helping somebody to see what safe means, because they may not have a definition of safe, or they might have thought they knew what safe is, and they may read your definition and say, you know what? She's right. And when I read that, that is exactly how I feel. So don't apologize for that, boo-boo. So spankings to you for apologizing for sharing wisdom and knowledge. Never apologize for sharing wisdom and knowledge and how you feel. How you feel is to be respected. That's why I say during the readings, please respect my perspective, and I will also respect your perspective. And I am respecting your perspective, and I'm appreciating it. Okay? So during this time, sorry about that, somebody tried to call, but during this time, I want you to appreciate, okay, that you are, number one, being very honest and forthcoming, and you are being expressive. A lot of people are not able to be expressive, so be expressive. So the rest of you that have not given your definition of safe, please share your definition of safe. So that's 2 definitions that we have so far. All right, so we're going to read. I have a couple of little notes down here at the bottom, and then we're going to conclude, okay? As someone taught me, sometimes you just got to say, I conclude, okay? So, Buffalo, okay? Buffalo, which was in the card today. Buffalo is, the reminder is trust you, okay? Which is just what I was saying to Naya. Trust your feeling, trust yourself. Buffalo is a reminder, and it says trust you, and then it says trust you'll always have what you need. Trust you always have what you, like right now I'm saying I need some extra income, I need some extra money, but I got a whole shit ton of stones and crystals here. I've got availability for massages, I've got availability for intuitive readings, so all I have to do is open my mouth and let people know what I have so that they can make those purchases. So I can increase my income and get the things that I need, right? I have everything I need. I don't need to buy nothing else, right? Okay. Buffalo also reminds us, focus on being appreciative and grateful. Also, to have faith. Stop doubting and feeling sorry for yourself. You are not a victim. Your spirituality increased. Restore faith. Start your project. Okay. Be confident, be unpredictable. Nothing can stop you. I just did in the video for anxiety. We talked about having anxiety over getting a project done. Okay. So if you haven't got a chance to watch that video, make sure you go back and watch the video about anxiety that I posted. Okay. But if you have anxiety about projects, go and watch the video. Then we talked about wind. Wind is use the power of the mind and the consciousness, of which we have already spoken about that. I gave you guys my definition of the wind at the beginning of the video. Faith, belief in yourself. Focus, continually. Look, I can't even read my own writing. Continually, I think it says love. Oh, continually move forward. That's what it says. Focus. Continually move forward. Hashtag keep going. So that's what we have for today. Let me put this back in here. That's what we have for today for Quan Yin. The message of today for Quan Yin. Let me put that back in there. All right. Those are the messages. So if you are going through a storm, you feel like you're carrying too much and you have a heavy burden on you and you're not, doing what you're supposed to be doing, what they're saying is let go of the situation. Stop trying to force shit to happen and just allow it to happen. And the way you allow it to happen is by saying, okay, you know what? I have everything I need. Shift and refocus. Ground yourself, make yourself fully present and aware, and make sure that when you're in this processing mode of creativity, that you are not allowing other negative experiences to come into your life. And while you're in the process of doing that as well, make sure, because you already have everything you need, that you are not allowing yourself to recreate the same experiences over and over and over again for yourself. Those unpleasant experiences only take up space and do not allow room for new things to come in and for you to grow, right? So that's what I have for you guys today. Welcome to Enlightenment and Awareness Academy. You guys that are on my Tina Wolf page, you need to migrate on over here. We got lots of great videos. It is a safe place. I do everything that I can to make sure that everything is safe. This year, I've already started this year bringing in more teachers and students. I have a teacher that is going to teach about forgiveness through transmutation. I have a teacher that's going to teach about dream interpretation. I currently have a teacher that is teaching about the various chakras, the root chakras, how they work, how they activate, and all of that. I have another one that's going to be teaching, another teacher that's going to be teaching about narcissists. She's going to be breaking everything down. Okay. And a lot of these segments I have told my teachers are going to be 15 to 20 minute segments. I have another teacher who's going to come on with the astrology aspect, talk about the four different the most key important four various elements of ourself, and how to use your natal chart to figure that out. And she's going to break it down into 4 different segments. It's going to be a series. Anytime you see a teacher, look for one video. You're going to find, and while they're in the process, I've asked each of them to do 3 or 4 videos on that series. So it is very important that when I ask you guys questions like, hey, is anybody interested in dream interpretation? So far, I've gotten about 35 pieces of interest on dream interpretation. So that teacher is going to come on and she's going to do 4 segments teaching about dream interpretation, how you can interpret. I mean, I really am pouring into the group. For a long time, I created the group and I had all these people and I was just sitting on it. I was procrastinating, but now I've become a lot more active because I was active in everybody's group and I wasn't active in mine. And I'm like, I've got all of these people that are waiting for this knowledge and this wisdom. So I want you guys that are on my Tina Wolf page to migrate on and come on over into Enlightenment and Awareness Academy, because although you see me going live here, if you notice, my focus is really over here unless I see something pop up, because I want to make sure that my teachers and students are getting what they need. If you have something, if you're in the group, or somebody that's a teacher that needs to come into the group that has something that they want to teach that you feel like is imperative, I'm still looking for someone who is very well versed and knowledgeable on herbs, and I want them to be able to teach into the group. And each one of the teachers that I bring into my group, all of them own their business. Okay, so if you learn from them, I'm going to encourage you to continue that education with them, and or purchase a service if you need to help if you need help in that area that they are teaching in. Okay, I have some great dynamic teachers that are coming. I'm actually looking forward next year to turning this into my actual organization business. Hopefully have some physical locations as well. So you guys, I need your help. We're going to have to start participating in the group. We're getting close to the 1,000 member mark, and once we get there, I'm going to continue to doing what I'm doing, but if there's something special we need to do, even if it's just an acknowledgement that we have those members, let's start getting people active, start sharing the post, start telling people about Enlightenment and Awareness Academy, because this is how we're going to change the world one person at a time, by giving knowledge and wisdom and helping people. My legacy is everything that I'm teaching everybody and sharing with everybody now. When I'm long gone from here, I'll be like Quan Yin. Y'all will still be learning these lessons. And you know what? Tina Wolf helped me. That's what I want for my legacy. And I'm already doing it. I love you guys. Y'all be safe. Get your definition of safe today. Make sure that you're sharing it with everybody, okay? Y'all be great. My name is Tina Wolf. Bookwithtina.com is my website, okay? If you guys need one-on-one intuitive readings, hit me up. You need crystals and stones, I got you. If you're in DFW Metroplex area, you need massage, you want to come get these hands, I got you, okay? Make sure that you compliment at least 5 people a day, because you never know whose life you can change. You never know whose vibration you can raise up, and you never know what door of opportunity you can open up by simply paying a compliment. Y'all be great and accept help, healing, energy, love, and peace into your life, and accept help, healing, energy, love, and power. Y'all be great. Love you. Love you too. Get your butt over there to the group.